Imagine being trapped in a supernatural elevator where the floors change into nightmare realms. One man screams in terror as he realizes he has stepped into a death trap with no way out.
是我在支线图中错过了什么关键生路信息吗？必死局啊！
Like and subscribe if you enjoy this. Now let's begin. The story begins with a delivery man arriving at a mysterious building. He is approached by a man claiming to be a journalist, who secretly uses a pinhole camera to investigate dark secrets hidden within the walls.
请等一下，能问您几个问题吗？
问啥？你早说呀！你不早说。
The journalist's questions are met with aggression. The delivery team quickly realizes that not every resident is helpful, and they only have 37 minutes left to gather clues from specific NPCs.
看来不是每个住户都有情报，只有部分特定 NPC 掌握线索。
Dong Tao analyzes the building's layout, noting that the 8th floor is haunted. He hopes that the White-Clad Ghost might be trapped, potentially giving them a chance to escape its pursuit.
他会不会也被困住？
东条君，您的意思是，我们可能已经摆脱他了？
Upon reaching the 14th floor, they encounter a resident who is shocked by their presence. The woman reveals a terrifying detail, stating that the building's elevators have been broken for 3 months. Running out of time, the team decides to skip further delays and head straight for the 16th floor. The atmosphere grows heavier as they ascend deeper into the anomaly. They meet a grieving woman searching for her sister. With a haunting laugh, she explains that her sister died after falling from the stairs, transforming into a vengeful spirit. The woman describes how her sister repeats her final actions every night, waiting by the broken elevator. The team realizes the spirit is the same White-Clad Ghost hunting them. Every night, the ghost of the sister repeats her final actions, trying to take the elevator. The woman begs for news if anyone encounters her.
如果你们遇见他，请告诉我。
Tojo realizes the white-robed ghost is the sister of this unstable woman. He deduces that leading the ghost back to her sister might be the key to solving the puzzle.
白衣厉鬼是疯女人的妹妹。
知道了。
这个情。
The team arrives at the 18th floor. They decide to follow the plan and deliver the last order here, as the danger is most concentrated at the top. The 18th floor feels like a final boss arena. The atmosphere is thick with dread as they realize this is where the ultimate conflict will happen. Perhaps something inside.
等等。
They discover the 18th floor is hidden and cannot be reached by elevator. Someone intentionally designed this to hide or trap something sinister. Mattered.
才能进入18层，为什么？
Sui begins to question if they missed critical clues from previous residents. He realizes that every single delivery might contain a hidden piece of a larger puzzle.
真的都听全了吗？好好想想。
Sui discusses the anomaly of the 18th floor. He suspects the missing floor button in the elevator is a deliberate trick to mislead the players.
我还以为18层是与13层的鬼台阶一样的诡异，是属于另外一个空间的。
Suddenly, screams erupt as ghosts attack. The team is thrown into a panic, realizing they are trapped in a distorted space similar to the 13th floor. Facing an impossible situation, Tojo admits defeat to Sui. He believes this is a death trap with no way out, but Sui refuses to give up.
不得不承认，苏毅，我输给你了啊！
The situation turns dire as team members are eliminated one by one. The attacks are direct and brutal, leaving the survivors in absolute terror.
上帝啊，贴脸杀，这太直接了。
Desperate, a survivor uses a forbidden supernatural power to fight back, hoping that using the ghost's own strength will be their only salvation. Ready for his own survival. In a shocking act of betrayal, the Japanese captain sacrifices his own teammates to fuel his power, showing a complete lack of humanity. This will devour him instead. The captain is using a human skin mask that consumes ghosts but requires living human flesh to neutralize the backlash. Without a sacrifice, the mask will eat him alive.
使用条件苛刻，会对周围目标进行无差别攻击。我更倾向于他每吃掉一只鬼，就必须再吃一。
The mask begins to devour the captain's own flesh because he has consumed too many ghosts without enough human blood. He becomes desperate for a new victim.
没有活人的血肉中和，面具开始吞吃我的血肉了。
Panic sets in as the captain searches for a way out of the ghostly realm while the mask continues to erode his body. Humans, the mask is now an unstable liability. The captain realizes the normal elevator was a hallucination. He is actually trapped in a ghost elevator, meaning he missed a crucial warning sign. Nightmare.
这才是真正的电梯。我们一直待在鬼电梯里。
The captain calculates that he is still owed one human sacrifice to balance the mask's hunger. He prepares to kill whoever he finds next to survive.
现在吃不下任何一只鬼了，必须立刻离开。
With only 3 minutes left, Sui manages to collect 3 different food deliveries at once to optimize his time and escape the nightmare. Humans. Sui asks a resident about past deaths in the building. He learns about a small child who was struck and killed by a car within the complex. The ghostly mask attempts to consume the targets, but it fails because those inside the instance are no longer considered living humans. Lives of others. Sui warns his team to avoid the elevator and use the stairs to pass the 13th floor, as the elevator has become a death trap. Amble. Unable to go further down the stairs, some are forced to climb the outer walls of the building in a desperate bid to reach their destination. The backup food supply. The captain decides to kill one of his subordinates to satisfy the mask and keep another as a spare food source for the final floor. Gym area. A resident tells them they have the wrong address. The delivery is for a child named Dodo, who is currently playing with a ball in the yard. Pawns.
豆豆最爱吃外卖了，他正在小区里玩皮球，很晚才会回来。
Honda encounters the white-robed ghost. He realizes the 18th floor is a sealed crime scene, explaining why no information was available.
我得等队长他们送完18层再去送，这样我送完就能立刻离开。
In a creepy columbarium, a ghostly old woman tries to lure the delivery driver closer. He refuses to waste his chance on her.
开什么玩笑？这种地方真的有人能活着送完外卖？
A warning is issued about a ghost behind him. The ghost's rule is that it cannot kill as long as it is being watched by another person. To mislead them.
这里还有一个人。
Sui reveals that the initial tips were a trap. The ghosts were weakest at the start, and delivering to the 18th floor first would have been easier.
18层的厉鬼确实是整栋楼最凶的，但副本之初没被恐惧值喂养前，这些厉鬼是最弱的状态。如果胆子够，
A terrified driver realizes a ghost is clinging to his back. He panics, knowing that his options for survival are rapidly disappearing.
纳尼？不是人敲门，难不成是鬼？
A customer calls and asks the driver to place a meal inside a columbarium for a deceased grandfather, offering a 5-star review for the favor. The driver suspects Sui of playing a dirty trick. He refuses to enter the room until the other deliveries are finished, fearing the ghost inside. Then, a sudden, piercing scream echoes through the hall. Someone is begging for help, but the survivors are too scared to investigate. And one by one, they fall. Inside the room, the driver finds clothes instead of an urn. He realizes the deceased suffered a violent death, leaving no intact body.
就是这个人是横死的，死无全尸，才不得要用衣服带。
To complete the delivery, he must follow the tradition of inserting chopsticks into the food. However, this act might alert the ghost of its own death.
该死的，厉鬼跟上来了！
The headless ghost of Dodo appears, asking for his ball. The ghost is unaware that he is dead, creating a fragile and dangerous tension.
是豆豆，这是你妈妈让我给你的外卖，快接收！
Sui warns that reminding the ghosts of their death is a fatal mistake. As Honda dies a gruesome death, the remaining survivors realize the horror has just begun. Will anyone actually make it out of this building alive?
插筷子是祭奠亡者的，我要是这么做了，